How are you doing? You alright?
Yeah, I'm not too bad.
What you up to?
Can I ask you why you're engaged in it?
Stop there a minute.
Why?
I'm just trying to identify who you are because you've got your face covered and you've... what's your name, please, sir?
I don't have to give you my name.
Okay, well, at this moment in time, we believe that you might well be wanted. Okay. Well, we'll cross that bridge in a minute once we've confirmed it. So that's why we need to identify who you are. It's all right. We'll do it another way. Just bear with us a second.
Can you start with your first name, please, sir?
I don't believe I have to provide your name.
Okay. Well, I believe that you're wanted, right? Okay. Just by your description alone, right? So I believe that you're wanted off a briefing that I've received today, right? So we can do it one of two ways.
Wanted for what?
Well, wanted for an offence.
What offence?
Well, wanted for an offence of harassment, actually. So I need to check you out in order to see A, if it is you, or B, if it isn't you, right? And if it isn't you, I'll bid you good day and off you go.
Where misconduct gets exposed, police and legal encounters are broken down, rights are protected, and accountability is demanded. Today's episode is brought to us by *** Autistic Audits ***. Make sure to check the link below, subscribe to his channel, and give him the credit he deserves. In this audit, Autistic Audits films peacefully outside the BBC building from a public space. But what should have been a calm exercise in transparency spirals fast. Two officers show up, completely unhinged, spouting nonsense about a morning briefing and insisting he matches the description of a wanted person. Without any real investigation or lawful grounds, they push for his details. When he stands firm on his rights, they escalate and arrest him. Fortunately, Autistic Audits didn't stop there. With the help of *** Henk Solicitors ***, he took the matter to court and won. A lawsuit victory against these so-called super cops turned super bad.
So if we start with your first name, or are we going to have to get a fingerprint scanner down here and find out who you are, or take you down to custody to try and identify you because you refuse to give me details?
I haven't committed an offence.
Okay, so if you haven't committed any offences, can I start with your first name, please, sir?
I don't need to give you my first name.
Okay, well, I believe you to be Christopher Green, and I'm detaining you currently.
I am not Christopher Green.
Right, okay,
that's fine,
that's fine, but you're currently being detained up until the point I can establish who you are. You're refusing to give me some details, so I need to establish who you are.
Please ask you to identify yourself?
Yeah, I'm PC 17768 Neil Williams.
And you, please?
Sergeant 15563.
Thank you.
Right,
which station?
Can we make it nice and easy for us and start giving just the first name, please?
Can I ask you which station you're from?
Yeah, I work at Withenshaw Police Station, work part of the ex-department and part of the transport unit for Great Manchester Police.
Thank you.
Okay?
Yep.
So we're going to start with your name then, please. And if there's nothing wrong, then we'll send you on your way.
From the very first exchange, the officer's approach collapses under scrutiny. He claims the auditor matches the description of a wanted person, yet this description is nothing more than a vague mention of a morning briefing. No details. No specific offence. No concrete justification. Just pressure. Instead of evidence, he leans on authority, pushing for personal details he has no lawful basis to demand. When the auditor rightly refuses to comply, the officer doubles down with the line, *** if it's not you, I'll let you go. *** that statement alone lays bare the problem. It treats identity as some kind of test you must pass to keep your freedom. But in the UK, rights are not conditional. You don't have to satisfy an officer's hunch or feed into a fishing expedition. The law requires.
It's not Christopher Green.
Okay.
100 Alpha.
And what is your name, please? And have you got any anything to identify yourself?
I don't believe I have to answer these questions.
Right. You don't believe that you have to? Right. Okay. Well, I believe you to be wanted. Right. So make it easy for us. Give us your details, identify yourself, show me some identification.
I don't believe I have to identify myself.
Well, you do.
We could arrest you, take you to custody and put you on a live scan machine. There's a necessity, if you're not giving your name and address, for us to verify who you are if we believe you to be wanted from the information we've got. So you can
I don't have to do that. You've not provided me with any grounds for an arrest.
Right, take your hands out your pocket so I can see them. I need to identify you. I'm trying to make it easy for you here, sir. So what I want,
I'm not in any threat to you.
No, not at all.
No, I'm not.
You had your hands in your pockets, and I don't know who you are.
Then comes the officer's sudden declaration. Asterisk, I believe you to be Christopher Green. Asterisk, the auditor immediately and calmly denies it, but the damage is already done. At this point, it's clear the issue isn't about finding a wanted person, it's about control. The officer feels challenged, and rather than backing his actions with law, he doubles down with authority. The auditor had shown no signs of concern, no evasiveness, no aggression, no threats, just a firm refusal to surrender his name without legal grounds. That's not suspicious behavior. That's a protected right. What makes this worse is the officer's reckless decision to publicly state the full name of the supposed suspect. Under UK GDPR and the Data Protection Act 2018, law enforcement has a duty to handle personal data responsibly. Announcing someone's name as a wanted suspect in public, without confirmation, is more than sloppy, it's a serious breach. It's potentially defamatory, unnecessary, and exposes both the auditor and the named individual to reputational harm. If Christopher Green even exists, two people have now been wronged for the price of one officer's bluff.
Up until the point that you identify yourself, make it easy for us, and if it isn't you, and I can establish who you are, and I can clearly identify you, then I'll send you on your way. Right, okay. But by you being obstructive at the moment...
I'm not being obstructive.
Well, you are, because you're refusing to provide some details.
No, because I don't believe lawfully that I have to give you those details because I haven't committed any offence of harassment. I'm sorry.
Right, okay. Well, I believe you to be wanted, so okay. I want you to, I need you to identify yourself in order for me to make those inquiries. And once I make those inquiries and find out that you are either wanted or you're free to go, I will then send you on your way. Okay? Oh, no, don't. Excuse me. I'm speaking.
You've asked me whether I'm Christopher Green, and I've said I'm not Christopher Green.
Right, and all I'll say to you is, right, identify yourself, because
stop giving me orders.
I'm the police here.
Speak to me respectfully.
I have done. I've tried.
Speak to me respectfully.
What I'll say to you is, you're not going anywhere up until the point that I can clearly identify you. Okay.
Right, but please continue to speak to me respectfully. Okay.
So what's your name, please?
To speak to you always respectfully.
Your name, please.
Even after dragging the auditor into public view, the officer still hasn't offered a single concrete ground for detention. No named offence. No credible evidence. Just the recycled claim that he matches a description. When the auditor pushes back, asking the perfectly valid question, asterisk, what offence do you suspect me of? Asterisk, the officer suddenly pivots. He fixates on the fact that the auditor has his hands in his pockets. It's a transparent deflection. The officer knows his legal footing is crumbling, so instead of answering the question, he invents a new problem. Posture. Apparently, being calm with your hands in your coat now qualifies as suspicious behavior. That logic doesn't hold up under the law, or even under common sense. Then comes the officer's own admission, asterisk, I don't know who you are. Asterisk, and that's the real issue. This isn't about crime. It's not about a wanted suspect. It's about detaining someone simply because the officer doesn't recognize them.
I'm not giving you my name.
Right, have you got any ID on you?
I'm not. I don't have to do this.
The problem is, we suspect you of an offence.
Why do you believe that you don't have to do this?
Because I don't believe I've committed a criminal offence.
Right, okay. Well, then make it easy for me, sir, right?
I don't have to make anything easy for you.
Yeah, you do, unfortunately.
No, I don't.
Why are you being so obstructive? If you're not committed any offence, we can check your details. Then
I don't have to discuss anything with you.
Why are you trying to avoid it?
I'm not trying to avoid anything.
Because it's going to be a long process for you if we have to take you to custody and put you on one of them live scan machines to find out who you are.
Well,
so it'll be a lot straightforward if you just give us your details. We can check if you want or not. If you're not, absolutely fine, which is what you're saying.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying I'm not Christopher Green, and I'm saying I've not committed offensive harassment.
Who are you then?
I've just told you I don't believe that I have to give you that information.
Throughout this encounter, the auditor has been calm, clear, and entirely within his rights, stating plainly that he hasn't committed a crime and has no obligation to hand over ID without lawful grounds. That should have been the end of it. But instead of responding with professionalism, the officer snaps. He raises his voice and shouts, asterisk, no, I'm the police here. Asterisk, as if yelling his job title somehow transforms his actions into law. That outburst says everything. It isn't confidence, it's panic. It exposes an officer who's not in control of the situation or the law. And when authority figures feel their position slipping, they don't fall back on legislation. They fall back on aggression, the raised voice, the aggressive body language. Those aren't tools of justice. They're intimidation tactics. It's not about resolving the situation lawfully. It's about scaring someone into surrender.
And if I do, then I can give it to your desk sergeant, or I can give it to a judge.
Please, so I can see exactly who you are.
No.
Right, I'm going to let go of your arm now, yeah? Okay. What I don't want you to do is I don't want you to be putting your hands in your pockets.
Promise you I won't do that.
Okay, because I need to be satisfied that you've not got something that can harm me or anyone else.
I promise you there's nothing in my pockets that could harm you.
It is, isn't it? Boss.
Do you want to go and have a look at that picture? It is.
So guys, it looks like I'm going to be arrested here. We'll just turn this off.
Right, you're under arrest on suspicion of harassment.
According to the evidence, unlawfully arrested. I've now passed the case on to HNK, and they are currently considering all of the information before they either accept or reject the case, and I'll let you know what happens there, guys.